And tonight I
Man,
got original Dooney boy, Johnny boy in the building once again. You hear me?
they already know what they're hitting for, man. Mr. 520 TV and this thing, you hear me?
Yeah. Man, how
Mhm.
it feel just running it up on YouTube? How you been doing? Like I seen you go up from a dramatic growth, bro. Like how you doing that like that, man?
I just sit back, bro, and let the work do its show, you hear me? Fuck, I
Yeah,
mean, all you got to do is drop the content. The people gonna follow, you hear me?
man. The people really messing with you though. Like that's how I know
Yeah.
you really got a real true story to tell because they only they only seem to gather around the people that really got straight facts and true stories that people could really feel and you know what I mean? Really what I'm trying to say, really get the real life feel on type shit. But I really want to tap in first on how was Mardi Gras this year.
It was all right, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my type of tea, but it was all right, going out with the fam and spending the hour that I did spend. It was good, bro. I can't complain about it, you hear me?
And what was the differences you seen from Mardi Gras this year from say like Mardi Gras 2000?
Man, 2000 to Mardi Gras now,
Yeah,
it was a whole lot different, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the atmosphere is always gonna be the same for all that, the floats, the bands and stuff, but the difference that it was then, like, man, you really just had to be on your P's and Q's, out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. You really had to because there's so many people walking up behind you, and, like, niggas just come from doing time. So I ain't used to being around this many people, you know what I'm saying? So I really would like, like, I ain't shit. I ain't really paying attention to the floats or what they throwing or nothing like that. I'm watching the people, you hear me?
right.
So that was different because back then to me, you had to watch them, but you ain't had to watch them as much. It probably was just me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah,
But it was kind of different, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, people dress different now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got the tight thing. And boy, I done saw some people, man. I'm like, man, it hot out here. How could you even breathe with them jeans on? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, real talk, bro.
you know that's the style though. These young dudes want everybody want wear tight clothes, look like they just everything just fitted. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, bro, but that's what it is right now, man.
Man,
That's
that
what
was
it is.
funny. Though. That's funny to me, man. Watching stuff like that, bro. And I'm like, man, these niggas wearing jeans that painted on them, bro. You hear me?
And you could tell me something like, was it a reason why y'all was wearing like, cause people just think people were just wearing big clothes back then in them days, like in '05 and stuff, like when them times was when people was wearing big clothes and big shirts, like oversized shirts, 3X's and stuff, like skinny dudes, small dudes, you know what I mean? Like, why was that though? Like, cause that's why people feel as though like they wearing smaller clothes nowadays. I say for this generation, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's just like a season, bro. Like you had Larry Bird, you had, your Dr. G, you had your Magic Johnson, you had your Michael Jordan. After Michael Jordan, you had LeBron. And when Michael Jordan came in the game, you know that he changed the shorts that they had from the Daily Do shorts into the regular shorts that go over your knees. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's just like a season, bro. Like generations have come through and they changed things. And I feel like they got the trend of wearing tight clothes from the rock stars. See what I'm saying? Because when you
yeah,
think back, uh, the music, the group Kiss, they used to wear tight pants and chains on their pants and stuff like that. So it's just something different that everybody try. Like, ain't nothing new up under the sun. But when we were doing it, that just was our generation. You see what I'm saying? That was just we were jumping back in 99, 2000, motherfucker had on the baggy Jabos and, you had on the baggy Sean John jeans, the baggy Rockaware. You had some people wearing Echo jeans. You had, I mean, that just was our generation, bro. You know, shit changed, man. I mean, nothing ain't gonna stay the same.
Right. And if you would say like since we even bringing up like back in the day stuff, like what can you say about disrespect and respect like nowadays between this generation and when you was coming up, like what you could say about the respect and disrespect, that's how you feel about that on this generation and coming up in your generation, like what was the difference?
In my generation, we were brought up on respect. We were taught from our parents and uncles and aunties and people that were older than us to respect our elders. See what I'm saying? So they're stuck in our head to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Somebody older than us, yes, sir, no, sir, and just respect them until they disrespect us. See what I'm saying? So that always stuck with us, no matter where we went at, to have respect for the elderly. They've been here before, just like now when we look at people that younger than us. I'm 39, about to be 40. So when I look at somebody that 12 or 15 or even in their 20s, you know what I'm saying? I'm the eldest because I'm older than them. So it's just like a reverse thing, like so we just had more respect back then. And I ain't gonna say I blame the parents now, because the parents do teach their children to respect their elders, but when they go out in the street and they see other children that they hanging with disrespecting them, then they feel like it's cool. So they forget everything that some of their parents say, and now they disrespect. So it's a different era, man. And they don't listen no more. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like, you got some of them listen, bro, because a lot of them come from good families, bro, and they don't honor their the family that they come from, brother, who their legacy down. So a lot of these children today, bro, you can't tell them nothing. They just want to do what they want to do, and they smelling their drawers. You know what I'm saying? And the old people say they smelling their piss.
Right. And speaking on like just respect and disrespect, I wanted to ask somebody that is from the third wall, like what you think about Master P and Romeo. Like what you think about Romeo coming online on the internet, bashing his daddy like that. You know what I mean? Like, you think he was right about that? Like, do you think if anybody do got that right to come out and say something, it is him, he was out of pocket?
I don't like Master P and all that. I mean, everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? But I do respect him as an entrepreneur and being a man that took care of his family and brought them from out the hood into where they at now. And I'm gonna say that, P gave his son the game, you know what I'm saying? He gave him an easy walk in life. So I'ma blame I'ma blame P. You know why I'ma blame him?
Why?
Because he gave him a pat on the back. He gave him the long handled spoon, and he didn't give him tough love like real hood niggas had. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
So that's why Romeo did what he did. Both of them wrong, if you ask me. See what I'm saying? Because before they brought it to the internet, by him being a father and by him being, his son, that stuff shouldn't even have got linked on the internet, bro. That's something that they should have got to understand it within the household, within through the family. You see what I'm saying?
right,
Us saying people, bro, we got to learn to stop bringing all our business into social media. And then when people say something about it, then we get mad. You shouldn't say nothing about it, because why? You put us in your business. You see what I'm saying?
right,
So, I'm not gonna fault Master P. I fault both of them. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. And not gonna just dwell on that situation too much, but just on another random note, like what you think about the Young Thug case and the YSL case, and I don't know if you seen the interrogation with the guy YSL Woody. He was in the interrogation room for like 3 hours
Yeah.
and 50 minutes and stuff like that. Yeah, like what's your thoughts on that? Like what you think about the whole situation?
Oh, what I think about that situation is not my business. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? They got themselves in that situation and they need to get themselves out. And that's not my place to really speak up on it. Like I said again, and I said in previous interviews, even when they asked me about gangster. I mean, that's just situation. That's just something that they got to deal with, and that's just on them, man. I wish them the best. You know what I'm saying?
And why you think can you speak on why you at least think these rappers are getting caught up like they are? And do you think it is a surprise when stuff like this happen? Like you do catch a fair case, and you think you got a group of family members that's gonna hold you down, and then when it's time to get to the nitty gritty, everybody get the what I mean. I don't want to be on the team no more. You know what I'm saying? They get the switching. What you like?
Uh, when it come to a situation like that, bro, I believe when everything going good, everybody in because they see the money coming, they see the fame, they hanging with you, you up there, you showing love, and but nobody showing their loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And when it all come down when the people come and they done came sworn down on all of who gonna stand firm. See what I'm saying? Who gonna stand firm and not go against me? Because when it was all good, y'all were with me. So be with me now. Don't squeal on me now. You know what I'm saying? When I was
Right.
giving y'all money and putting y'all in these calls and shit, giving y'all these thousands of dollars and stuff, it was all good. Stand firm with me now. If I go down, we all gonna go down. See what I'm saying? But when he do get pressure, bro, they ain't used to pressure and that stuff bust pipes, man. And when the people go to telling them, well, we gonna lock you up for this many years, you ain't gonna see your family and all that, they get scared, bro. And not knowing that the people that interrogating you, they're not the ones that gonna give you the time. You know what I'm saying? They got to realize that. And that's what they fail to realize, bro. That the investigators are not the one that gonna give you the time. The judge got the last say so with along with the district attorney. They in cahoots and stuff. So I feel like, if you can't handle the heat, man, get out of the kitchen, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Most definitely. And just speaking on loyalty, like I seen recently, you posted you went recently seeing Soldier Slim. So like how that made you feel after all these years seeing him again? You know what I mean? Going to visit his grave site at least.
I mean, that took a burden off of my back, man. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel real good, bro. And I kind of felt Slim present when I was there. It might sound weird, but I really felt something when I went there. Like if he was, trying to tell me something, bro. And I ain't been there in a long time, bro. Since I'm gonna say 2003. That was my last time going to see him. But when we put him in that wall, see what I'm saying? That was my last time seeing him. And then as I was leaving from him, going down the stairs, I didn't really pay attention because now my mind clouded. I'm thinking of all type of stuff. I got to leave him. It about to get dark. I really don't want to leave, but I know I got to get on the road. And as I'm leaving, going down the stairs, and it remind me this. When I was pulling up at the grave site, I didn't see none of them little black birds that be hanging around. I didn't hear no birds say nothing or nothing. But as I'm leaving, coming from the level of the second floor where he at, and I'm going down the stairs, my girl like, hold up, you heard that? And it still ain't, dawned on me that. Then I said, what? She said, you ain't hear that bird say, oh, oh, oh. And I'm like, man, you so right, man. That bird did say, oh. And then as I'm walking around, and I'm explaining on camera, like, one of them birds, like, I'm like, the bird say, oh. And out of nowhere, you can see the video where the bird come out the back of the tree and flew on another branch. Like, that ain't no coincidence, bro. Like I felt like he was, uh he was just showing that he was happy that I came, you know what I'm saying? Like he been waiting for me or something. That's just my theory, you know what I'm saying? And
Nah,
when I left there, I felt way better than I felt before I pulled up. You see what I'm saying?
right. Nah, it was a positive thing for you to go do, and like you owed him something, like going see him for another since 2003, basically.
I mean, I don't feel like oh I'm nothing like, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog, you know what I'm saying? It just was some on some reminiscent stuff like, I love Slim, bro. You know what I'm saying? I did anything for Slim when it came down to Slim, bro. And for one thing, by me being gone and incarcerated for 13 years, it took away a lot. So during the 13 years, no telling how many times I'd have been up there. See what I'm saying? So I felt like it was the time and I was in the area and I'm like, damn, in the area, I need to go see him. I don't need to pay this up. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
And that's just how I'm here, bro. I mean, I could be in the city all day, every day, but if I gotta go to all that way, I'm gonna make it my business to stop right there. Like my next stop is gonna be doing the grave site. I haven't went that way yet, but I'm gonna make it my business to go that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the city right now at this time. I just go through and I come back. You know what I'm saying? So when I do go back, that's gonna be my next stop. So I'll be doing a video of that when I stop at doing the grave, and I'll be prepared to stop at his grave. Then I wasn't prepared to stop at Slim grave at the moment because if I would, I'd have bought some flowers. When I pulled up, dirt ain't had nothing on the grave. You know what I'm saying? Soldier rag gone, he ain't got no flowers, he ain't got nothing. But the thing, I was smoking cigarettes back to back before I went there. But when I got up there and tried to light my cigarette just to talk and smoke, it don't want to light. Like, damn, man, where my lighter? And I got frustrated, busted on the ground, so I had to leave a hump on the grave site, like, bitch, right here, this for you. But I also felt like that probably was a sign of him telling me, man, leave them cigarette alone, bro. Been smoking them too long. And when I caught the flu, because we were supposed to hook up the first time when you hit, and I got sick after that real bad. Until I
yeah,
had the flu for like about 5 days. I'm in the bed sweating. I'm talking about hurting body. Like, bro, I actually felt like I was literally about to die. And I never felt like that before. And I'm like, dang, man, all the stuff I've been through in life, bro, like, ain't no way, no flu or no coronavirus or something like that just about to take me out like that. I got to get strong. So I would have taken all type of over the counter med, cough drops and cough syrup and all that type of stuff. And I'm really proud of myself now because I'm still kind of sick, but I feel better. My
right.
fever gone down. I still got a little mucus I'm coming up with, but one thing I changed since I left that grave site, bro. I ain't smoked a cigarette since I left there.
Man, that's good, bro.
I ain't smoked a camel since I left there. This is all I've been doing, bro, drinking my Tito's. And you know, people drink and they'll have the urge to smoke while they drinking, and they smoke a lot. If you smoke and you drink, you know what I mean.
Right.
But I didn't even been having the urge and the taste for a camel lately, bro. Like, and so I'm like, okay, I've been home 14 months now. And it ain't even much about the money or nothing like that. But I'm like, I've been home 14 months now, and I've been watching these videos where when people cut back on smoking or they cut back on anything, the amount of money that they save and they cut back off of these things. So I'm like, dang, out a month, I at least buy a 5 pack of cigarettes. Sometimes like 1 week I buy 2 packs. So I save $50 a month. You know what I'm
That's
saying? For 12 months. So I'm looking at almost $1,200, $1,500 that I could put in my pocket a year. So I just had to leave the cigarette alone because I felt like, like I said, like it probably was a sign that he would like, leave the cigarettes alone. And I'm not gonna look over that sign because us as being black young men that we intend to suffer with high blood pressure, uh cancer, the number one thing of killing us and all that. So I felt like it was a sign for him, telling me that, man, need a cigarette alone. See the motherfucker ain't want light while you trying to talk to me. So I just took it and ran with it and followed my first mind, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, that's good for real, bro. Because that's probably really is a sign to just go ahead and just start a whole new path or something else, man. No matter what it is, like, cause your health is the most important part. At
Right,
the end of the day, like you being here is what matter. Like, cause them cigarettes, they gonna be here. We didn't watch them kill a
right,
lot of people, man. And me myself personally, I stopped December 10th, 2021. I know how hard, you know what I mean?
right, right.
I be seeing people smoke them and I smell it and I get the urge like, but I just walk away. Cause I know still, like you said, like, man, it ain't no good for me. Like I'm wasting money on them. Like real life though, I'm wasting money on them for what?
Yeah.
Like, it don't even make no sense.
We
Nah,
spending money to kill ourselves, man. But like I said, it felt like he just was giving me a sign, like something that I probably don't know. Like, look at here, you sick and you don't even know it. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So leave the motherfucker alone. And right after that, bro, I got sick with the flu. I couldn't even smoke a cigarette, bro. And then something just came like, you know what? That probably was a sign Slim was telling me just leave the motherfucker alone, bro. And I had to smoke one cent then, bro. I don't care nothing about him. So
and how you messing them, man?
I mean, from the Magnolia, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm off of Clara. I mean, I'm off of Belmont, 2819 Belmont, first floor, apartment 8. Stayed across the street from Sam. They used to rap with no limit. So, well, man, man, knowing Slim saying we were little children, man. Slim used to cut hair in the hallway in the Magnolia with a razor and a comb, bro. Sometimes he used the clippers, but he was good with the razor and the comb. So we been knowing Slim before the rap night, you know what I'm saying? And then, when he took off and, the DJs and stuff started going on, and, we a little younger than him. He kind of like 4, 5 years older than us or something. And he started grabbing the microphone and stuff and started rapping. We were shocked, like, dang, this nigga rapping, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We didn't expect him to be what he was. We just thought, all right, DJ Slim picked up the mic, start freestyling, You had multiple people doing that in the project, but when it came up to him, it was different. Like you kind of felt something like, man, that dude, that gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? And he just kept on going with it, kept on going with it, and he Magnolia Slim, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the Slim. So yeah, dude was living right now, bro. I think he'll collab with every rap it is right now, cause he was so authentic, he was so real, bro. And I would have liked to see him and Lil Baby on the song, cause right now, Lil Baby, that's my favorite rapper right now.
and and like why what made Slim so loved in the city like that? Like when everybody talk about Slim, they basically like it felt like he like the Tupac of New Orleans.
Cause Slim was real, bro, and he wasn't no studio nigga. If he fuck with you, he fuck with you. If he ain't, he just don't. You know what I'm saying? And Slim showed a lot of people love, bro, and it wasn't just about the money. Cause just being around him, bro, you'll feel the love, bro. Slim was a funny dude. He'll make you laugh if you did going wrong. You gonna come around him and he'll make it right. He always gonna join you, and bitch, you better straighten up, like this here. Bitch, what's that? Bitch, you want to go get a drink, or you want, you know what I'm saying? He always had that energy and that effect on, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, you want to pop that pill, or He just always with that type that lift you up and you were down. And dude just was a loving type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He was real, like I said. So when you were messing with different type of people, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't do nothing but love a nigga like that. And then he was spreading love through his music because, like I said, it was real. Slim wasn't no studio rapper, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Okay.
what Slim was spitting, he was actually going through.
Letting the people know what he really living. Nah, I get it. I get it. But I got another question for you. And it's something off topic of New Orleans. Is the female rapper Glorilla had a show recently,
Yeah,
and a security was there with her, and somehow I guess a fan or something threw water in her face, but the security guard just got her on out of there, and they went home, and that was that from there. But she ended up firing the security guard though, because the security guard didn't go back and beat the fan up, do something to the fan. Like what you think about these rappers expecting, a person that ain't really on their level and got the money they got to even, I know that's their security guard and they supposed to make sure. To me, personally, I feel as though you make it home safe, that's the most important part. Forget the rest. I know you got water thrown on you and it's very disrespectful, but like what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, these rappers got to understand, man. Just like we got to understand on the internet, we tell these stories. You gonna have people say things in the comment that like you got to get your emotions ready for that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like she should have had her emotion ready for that because things are gonna happen. Uh, a fan throw water on you, it is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And the security, they're in a situation where they don't know what to do. Should I go down there, him up, him her up, put the cuffs on her? I mean, what kind of charge it gonna be? You know what I'm saying? You splash water in a person's face. I don't know what type of charge they gonna be. So I mean, my thing is splash water on me. I want to have fun. Wet me up. You know what I'm saying? That part of the show. So uh, I mean, it's kind of hard, bro. I mean, they young, bro, and they got a lot of feelings, man. The rapper got to get up out their feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't like nobody spit it on you, somebody stab you, try to do violently harm towards you. You know, a fan just, they, I mean, it wasn't no piss or nothing. So I don't know, man. And me personally, no telling what I'd have did. You'd have threw that water on me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, as an artist, man, you got to be prepared for stuff like that, and you have to be more professional. Even though you don't like that, you got to play it to the fans. Like it's cool, it's all right, but I ain't no bitch though. You know what I'm saying? I see you throw that water on me, but I'm yeah. But after I finish performing this here show, I'm gonna jump down there and I'm gonna tell you, motherfucking that I'd have did it. Like, hey man, check this out. That was disrespectful. Don't I mean, you never know, man. You never know, man. Yeah, that kind of hard to answer. So I try to answer it the best way I can, but
So tell me
that's how
this.
I would have did. You know what I'm saying? That's just
So
me. That's just my opinion. But I mean, you got to be ready for stuff like that, man, because you got people that's drunk in the crowd. They got bottles of water. That's just how they turn up. They throw it around. Ooh. So fuck.
so say if you was Glorilla security, you she had you as her security. How would you have handled that situation then?
I'd have been like, hey man, don't throw that water in the motherfucking moat. Next time I'm gonna come down there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just give him a warning. But I mean, I mean, it's really whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, you crying over some water, man.
Right, though.
Nothing motherfucker ain't stab you, mother try to shoot at you. So Me come from the streets, man. I understand certain things, and then some things, bro, like you said, I'ma demand my respect too at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So she wanted her respect demanded, you know what I'm saying? And those security guards supposed to win demand her respect for her, real talk. Instead of just walking away, you know what I'm saying? This what I pay you for. Do what I pay you for. Or get the fuck. I get somebody else to do my job.
And
But
speaking on rappers, still like, what do you think about Boosie not wanting to do the album with Ti no more? Boosie also speaking on, he said Terrence Gangsta Williams can't should be banned from New Orleans, basically. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
my thoughts on that, how you gonna ban somebody from New Orleans, right? And I'm not helping enough for gangster. It's just you got to look at the fact that, bro, dude made a real live power move. However he did to come out that motherfucker. You gotta look at how many years a motherfucker been now, you know what I'm saying, for the do what he did. And for that the album go, Boosie a stupid motherfucker. That's why I say he a stupid motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
Because this something that already been done and we had a date to come out. I'm gonna put my album out regardless. See what I'm saying? But now, if I'm not gonna mess with you, I'm not gonna mess with you after this. This already something that we did. I'm gonna let it go out. But if I'm gonna cut ties with you just cause what you did or whatever, then I'm gonna just cut ties with you. But it's about money right now, bro.
right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get my money. And, we gonna get the money off of this. But after this, I'm not gonna just do nothing with you no more since you want to be on that type of time and then all that. But people gotta understand, man, the world is different now, bro. They ask you to stand on the old laws and things like that, bro. People are out for self now. You know what I'm saying? If and I'm gonna speak for me. If I pass away and I done did something with somebody, bro, and you feel like you want to pin a charge, I'm dead. What the fuck they gonna do to me? Well, they gonna dig me up and put me in handcuffs and prosecute me and bring me in the cell? I mean, what the fuck?
I get it.
I don't consider that. I mean, you ain't telling on a dead motherfucker. You just freeing yourself. Life is a chess game. You got to know how to play it. You hear me?
And
You
I
got to
felt
know how to
like
play it.
the people who be talking the most up, they the ones who be on the internet all day or the most, and ain't never been through nothing in life to even be speaking on them type of even things to, you know what I mean? So how can you even be speaking on that, man, when you never really even left your neighborhood like that, like left your, you know what I mean? Like y'all ain't never did nothing basically. You always been in a house type of person. Now you want to express yourself because they got the internet now and people, but that makes other people feel some type of way. Like real street cats that really know they done been through things, and you got them. You got people who could just leave a comment here and chat like that and make you feel some type of way for real though. Like you know what I mean? Like that is crazy, man. It's crazy.
I mean, you gonna have people see stuff on the comments. You gonna have people see all type of stuff, and most of these people that say something ain't even been in the street. I ain't never caught a charge or nothing, so they don't understand the situation, bro. At hand, like man, that man did 20 something years, almost 30 years before he did that. He found a loophole. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
let him come home. Fuck y'all. What y'all expect? Like I see again, and not my situation. That's something he got to deal with. But I'm gonna speak facts about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person. I mean, come on, man. What y'all want the man to do? He found a loophole. Like, what the fucking dead man gonna see? He can't. I mean, if a motherfucker played chess with checkers, then hey, that's what it is. You hear me?
Oh God, I
He
swear.
out this bitch. He doing good. He all right. It ain't hurt nobody. What he did. That's his situation. What you walk around sad for with the long lip and steady talking about it for? He told you what he did.
And you know it's crazy. It really just goes to show me like when you out of mind, you out of sight. But soon as you know what I mean, show your face here, show your face there. Everybody got an opinion, and it's crazy, man, because these the same motherfuckers that wouldn't even give you $1 if you went to jail, be there for you to write you a letter to even jolt you a little bit, you know what I mean? To even give you that type of support. And by me saying that is nobody ain't gonna give you no support when you really behind the walls and you really dealing with it and going through it. So who to really speak on somebody else's situation, man, in general.
I understand that, bro. Like I said, I just come from doing 13 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you only gonna have a few that gonna stand firm with you for a little while. And after that, you gotta understand that, people got their life to live too. They got bills, they got children, they got stuff that, personal in their life that they gotta take care of. So, if you a hustler, bro, you gotta create your own way doing things where you could be all right while you locked up incarcerated. You see what I'm saying? You
Right.
can't always call home and expect people to do things for you. You got to do it on your own, bro. And a man gonna make sure that he create that way, whether he on the streets or in jail. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. I can speak for myself. Like when I was in there, when I first got locked up, I was like, got a little money saved up. I'ma call home, get this done. But then when I sit back and saw, man, these country boys making move. These niggas doing this, and they got phones. And then they come with all these apps and stuff. And first they were doing money order. Like you could get a money order, send it to your family and stuff and all that from them people family to your family. So, the game changed up in there. Then when they came with the green dots, the PayPal and cash app and stuff. So that when niggas started getting real money. They was already getting money with the cash money and the money order. So, you a hustler, man. You gotta be a hustler all the way around the board, man. See what I'm saying?
What man. And like just speaking on hustling in general, like how you feel about the way these young dudes go about doing things nowadays in general, hustling wise.
The game ain't the same, bro. It changed. So uh the thing that we used to sell back then, I'm not gonna say it's selling like how it used to back then, but it changed because now, you know, we were making thousands of dollars off of dog food back then.
And
It don't have it
can
don't
you
have
speak
no
on that?
value. It don't have no value no more like that. So when they came in with the Fetty Wap, that it changed the game a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what making the money now. So, but these youngsters, bro, they don't want to. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't want to hustle. You got some hustle, and you got some that just hustle a different way. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Scamming taking over now. So a lot of these youngsters getting a lot of money off of scamming people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a new wave of hustling now because drugs don't sell like it used to. Everybody smoke weed. You could get some weed and get off of that quicker than anything. But man, you barely got crack smoking. You know
But
what I'm
you like,
saying?
but you really do got it, but it's in a different form. If you ask me, by like they drinking a lean. That's liquid
I
heroin. You know
mean,
what I mean? And
the
like
lean
it's
been around though. The lean been around. I was drinking that in 98 for
and that was about to take me to my question. Like, did you see so many people like how you see these young dudes overdosing and stuff right now off that? Like, did y'all have to worry about that back in the days? Everything was just smooth sailing, man.
no, we didn't have to worry about the overdosing on lean as much now because it wouldn't they trying different stuff up in there now. You know what I'm saying? Uh the addiction is more irrational now. You know what I'm saying? They more addicted to it than I was back then. Cause I was drinking syrup, I was drinking lean, and I stopped that shit when I got ready to. I ain't more addicted because it's so many different things up in there now. You know what I'm saying? That create more addiction. Then you got the pills. The pill was authentic then. Now they got pill. They can break them down and do compress them back together, put their own stamp on it, and they lacing a lot of it with fentanyl and man, it's just all type of different stuff now, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's more addictive now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done pop pill before. You feel me? And I stop when I get ready to stop. Every now and then I might pop a perk. You know what I'm saying? For pain or something, but I'm not addicted to it. I control that stuff. It don't control me. You
And
see what
like,
I'm saying?
nah, most definitely, nah, I get it. And like, but like, seeing how the fentanyl and stuff is ODing people, like it don't scare you with like how one pill can possibly take a life.
Yeah, that one pill could probably take it light because they don't know the strength. When they bust it down and compress it back together, then that pill might be 100% fentanyl. It ain't cut with whatever they supposed to cut it with, so they don't know what they doing with it until they find a solution of, hey, I'm gonna put this here with it and put this with it, and I'm gonna cut it in half. And until they find a solution for that, then they just gonna continue to knock them out. But if I'm sitting back watching something kill somebody, why would I want it? You the dumb it, but that's what they won't do. See what I'm saying? They won't. That man, what that is? That nigga on. See, what is that? I gotta go get that. So they want it, so that what they gonna get. You hear me?
Or they
It's
hear their
crazy,
favorite
bro.
rapper talk about it and now it's cool. Or they think it's cool, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man.
Just cause the rapper talking about it. Get what? The rapper set the tone, bro. The rappers are the one that's setting the tone, bro. Because if the rapper stop talking about it, just see the rapper glorifying fentanyl and perks and all that right now. And they talking about it in every song. But if they stop talking about it and start talking bad about it, guess what? The youngster that doing it ain't gonna want it no more. 'Cause why? The rapper see they ain't doing it no more. They don't want it no more. It ain't cool. Don't do fentanyl. They gonna do whatever the music people tell them to do, bro. And that's why the world is so messed up right now, bro. Because the rapper are leading the way. The music industry leading the way, bro.
But as a rapper, you gonna rap about what people wanna hear and like nobody don't wanna hear no Martin Luther King, you know what I mean? Let's have peace, stop the violence. They don't want to hear that because, like, why nobody ain't listening to Kendrick Lamar when you coming up the street? You know what I mean? Like, just being honest, a J. Cole, these good rappers. We know they good rappers, you
Yep.
know what I mean? But nobody don't want to hear that because it ain't, oh, I shot him up, bang, bang. You know what I mean? Somebody sliding on an op, somebody popping a perk, whatever the case is. Like, it's crazy, man. Like,
But they listen to Lil Baby, and Lil Baby don't talk about all that stuff. But he got good music. He got a good message in the music. See what I'm saying? He might throw a little something in there every now and then. But you gotta look at that dude come from a real life street life background. You know what I'm saying? Like he had bread before the fame. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy, man. Like I ain't never listened to no rapper and let no rapper dictate my life or what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, these 2000 babies, man, they different from my other 80s niggas. Is, you know what I'm saying? I was born in '83, so my way of thinking the way different. See what I'm saying?
and do you think like that's the difference between like, coming up in our generation? I say we was outside a little bit more. You know what I mean? We ain't have no choice. Like we ain't have no phones. I ain't gonna even say we ain't have phones, but we ain't have Instagram. It wasn't what it is today to the point you'll be even that actively on it how people doing it to the point like now you could do businesses on Instagram, get partnerships or whatever the case is to the point it give even a grown people a reason to have a real reason to be on it kind of actively. But like since you think they grew up in the internet generation, you think that's the reason why they is the way they is though.
Yeah. The internet play a big old part of it, bro. Cause like you said, it go back to how we grew up in the '80s, in the '90s. We didn't have TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. We didn't have all that stuff. Twitter, we didn't have nothing. We had to go outside and create something. You know what I'm saying? To do, play it, uh, play marbles, spin it top, play cool can, and we had to create our own game. Now the internet are raising our kids, bro, and it's bad because the stuff on the internet is addictive, and not just for this generation. It's starting to be addictive for us too. Because guess what? It be hours and hours, bro. For real, and I'm gonna just be real. It be hours and hours, bro. I sit down on my phone and just be strolling for hours. And my girl be like, man, you ain't even be paying me no attention. All you do is this. So it's addictive for us too.
Right. Nah, I
And not,
get it.
I mean, not just the youngster. We can't just, blame it on them, but the internet have took over our kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And they look for the internet to raise them now because whatever you looking for is on the internet. Go to Google. If you want to know how to do something, go to Google. Ask Google. Google got all the answers to it. They ain't about to come and ask their mom or dad in a movie. They about to ask the internet. The internet's smarter than your mom and daddy, but I'm gonna tell you where the internet a lie at too. And I done lost a bet like this before. I all good nigga down when I was incarcerated, brother. Larry Bird and Sue Bird. Larry Bird was Sue Bird daddy. And I was wrong. But the internet showed me that Larry Bird was Sue Bird daddy.
So that's what you believe.
And I'm like, man, y'all tripping, bro. I'm telling you, Larry Bird and Sue Bird, that's that man's daughter. But when you go deep down into it, it show you where they're not even related. See what I'm saying? So if you don't, if you Google something, it might tell you, yeah, and that's what you gonna believe because you Google it, that's the first thing you saw. But you got to dig deep down in that Google stuff, bro, and you'll see the difference. So these kids believe anything on the internet. If they Google the sky red and we know the sky blue, but you Google that motherfucker and Google say, hey, at a certain time of day the sky turn red. But at 3 o'clock that motherfucker still blue. But Google telling you it red, you gonna believe that bitch red at 3 o'clock. But
That's a
Google
fact.
said. So yeah. It's just an example of how the internet is raising these kids to believe that everything is true. And it ain't, bro. You gotta dig deep down in a lot of shit, man.
It's scary that the internet really raising the kids nowadays, and that's what they look up to. Like when they wanna, you know what I mean, go about how they go about doing things. Even when it come down to dressing, even when it come down to what they feel like, who they gotta impress, how they gotta go about doing things. It's just not. It don't even feel normal no more, man.
It
It's
don't
crazy.
feel normal no more. So I'm about to ask you, how many times, how many watch hours out the day that you sit and you scroll up and down YouTube or any other social media platform?
To be honest, since I started YouTubing, I really be focused more on my YouTube channel and more on YouTube. So that's what I'm on the most, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to study up and find out the most I could find out on that aspect because I feel as though Instagram and stuff cool, but like they don't pay you. Like you know what I
So,
mean? Like
so you mean to tell me Instagram not paying people so you could
not
get
even saying that. Like I know some people are getting paid off of Instagram, and I know you can get paid from Instagram. I know you can. It's a fact.
right.
But I feel as though YouTube should show people, man. You know how people is on Instagram every day, all day. This my opinion. I feel as though if people is on YouTube just as much, and they look at YouTube as a content creator, and they looked at it as like a personal memoir for themselves, I feel as though it'll be a little bit better to them instead of feeling like, oh man, I gotta get on here and be making these all out of the blue videos and they gotta be this way and they got nah, no you don't. No, you don't. You don't gotta
Right.
do that, man. You just gotta be consistent. And I feel like I ain't trying to say you could come on here and just say any old thing, but at the same time, I feel like you come on here, pop your stuff, and it's a lane for you somewhere on YouTube. It's so many people on YouTube. It's billions of people all over the world, and it's a lane for you somewhere where somebody gonna want to listen to what you got to say. So
Yeah.
why not be on here trying to get off your stuff where they gonna even though it may not be a lot to a person, but they gonna still pay you something that you wasn't getting. You know what I mean? And you
Right.
already on social media, like you say, hours out the time. Why not spend that time
Why
trying to
not get
build
paid for
something up for
it?
yourself?
Why not get paid for it? You know what I'm saying? Like the thing when it come to YouTube, this the thing. And you a YouTuber just like me, you know what I'm saying, trying to create, you get uh 20,000 subscribers and all that. We all trying to reach that goal of 20K 40K 100K subscribers. And the thing is, bro, if you don't drop no content, do you think YouTube will still give you some money on the 21st of every month if you don't drop nothing?
Yeah, I mean, do you already? Is you asking me that with a person that already got content on their channel, but they're just not dropping nothing, or
You
you
done
don't
got
got
paid. You done got paid for all the content already that you drop. But
right?
if you don't drop nothing within them 21 days of that time period, when YouTube still send you a check because they're not sending you no check if it's under $100.
Right.
They might add that on to the next month with counted, over 100, 200, whatever, thousand or whatever. If you don't drop no content and the content that already on there, do you figure you still getting paid for that?
Yeah, I do feel that way, and then I feel it, and I feel like it depends on what type of motion your channel is having. Cause I know YouTubers that have left channels, like haven't posted on channels for months, but
And
was
still
still getting
getting
paid
paid.
for months off of them channels, like literally because people just constantly the motion that they had on their channel, the impressions that they had on their channel, it was just it's like they didn't have to do anything anymore. They had enough content to the point every time somebody keep coming on and it's so much motion that it's basically doing everything by itself. It's a real live business if you ask me. Like once you
Right.
get it started up to the point, man, Black look what Black got right now. I'm gonna use
But
him
you
as an
gotta look at
example.
Vlad do, homie. You gotta look at Vlad do. He got a big platform. I'm
He
talking about
do.
for a mother. I'm talking about for like me, you that instead of trying to build that. We got 4,000 and something subscribers, almost 5,000 subscribers, almost 3,000 subscribers. You know, do we still get paid? Do we ain't saying a big check like this, dude. Them dudes got damn that million subscribers, man.
But
You
you
see what
gotta
I'm saying?
think back to it though. We just getting started. And think about the times when he just got started. You know what I mean? I could go back to times where I seen Vlad stuff wasn't where he at today. He came a long way. But
Right, right,
just like I know we could come a long way. Like
right,
how man, oh my God, like this just the beginning. And this just something we just learned and picked up. We ain't
right,
you know what I mean? He take this as a real business slash job. Like so imagine that we had that energy and focus towards it like he is doing. You know what I mean? Why we can't do what he doing?
right,
We know just as much people as he know, and it came up with just as much people as he know, or whatever,
right.
and could build the same amount of content. We all got a story to tell. Literally.
Everybody in the
Everybody.
world got a story to tell. Talking about people that you living in your household with got a story to tell, bro.
Facts.
Everybody got a story to tell. They ain't got to be in a group, be part of a gang or something for to have a story because you got a story to tell. Your old lady got a story to tell. Everybody been through something in life, brother, where they could tell it and turn it to a story, bro.
I feel as though As long as you living life, I know you could tell me something. Straight like that. Your eyes been
Yeah.
open, your ears been open. You could tell me something then like you done been through a experience. You know what I mean? And that's with all of us. Like it don't matter. I could walk up the street right now and run up to a random person. I know for a fact he got a story he could tell me.
A
You know
poor
what I mean?
person, bro. You can run up to a poor person that ain't got nowhere to stay, but guess what? They can tell you that story about how they became poor.
Fact. Come on,
But I bet they were wealthy before they came poor though,
because they
because it was
wasn't
a
always
reason
here.
behind how they came poor. Their house either caught a fire, uh, they lost their house and wife and cars and stuff by they had a gambling addiction or something happened why they became poor. So instead of everybody trying to interview steppers and get stepper stories and stuff and glorify that, bro, everybody got a story to tell. You can pull up on a junkie, bro, and get a story from 'em.
Man, that's like I seen this guy. He interviewed this one dude, and like you said, just by you saying that, like I know he literally had to just run into this dude, and if he would have never asked the dude to just interview him, people would have never seen this. Unless you was from where the dude from, you probably would have never even heard the story. But the dude got shot up close with a 12 gauge,
Yeah,
and his head, like his face is like on his head, on top of his forehead, man. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point, like he can't even he can't even like see. Like, you know what I mean? He can only see like out of one eye, basically, bro. Like to the point, like it just man, he messed up. But then he had 24, I think 24 to 48 hour surgery, like one of the longest surgeries ever. Like lived the shotgun to the face, bro. Like got to tell
man.
his story, but he ain't even like what's crazy is about it, dog. You know how some people will be messed up about it, or my face messed up and all that. Dude,
He
real
wasn't even
life
messed up.
happy, bro. Like living life, doing this thing. You know what I mean?
Man, me and my girl were driving one day, and they had a midget. They were walking on the sidewalk, bro. And I actually told her, I said, that's content. I said, that's content, because get what? I saw a story behind that midget. That midget had a lot of shit to tell, bro. But I didn't have the time to pull up. And if I had pulled up and been like, hey man, check this out. I know you got a background. I got $100, bro. Just for you to tell me 30 minutes of your life story. Something that's important. Like I said, everybody got a story to tell, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in life got a story to tell, bro. And they're interested, bro, because all of us been through something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been through something, bro. And that's why I try to tell stories about different people. You know what I'm saying? Like robbers, steppers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell different stories about different people. Like that's what my platform for, and it be all facts. And I be reaching out to certain peoples, you know what I'm saying, about hey, check this out, hey. Just like I reached out to Baby D sister that out the Magnolia. I reached out to her, hey, check this out. How you feel about me doing a basic story about Baby D because nobody talks about it. And these people that I grew up with and watched growing up that was at my age, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't want these people, vanished to die down, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of people saying, well, 10 walk fat, well, Dooney, Wop, slam out the Cali you. I'm just getting a basic name of big steppers that everybody just, you know, talk about the dude that hustle. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the one that made a way for the next person. Don't just glorify people uh that murder people and all that, cause New Orleans full of talent, you know what I'm saying? And not just New Orleans, you got different states full of talent, bro. You can pull up on anybody and they got a background to tell you and the content you could get 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 views on there. Longer than talking about something that good that people gonna want to hear. You can leave out your house tomorrow, bro, and just pull up at a bus stop and see a junkie or something. That junkie got a story to tell about how he became a junkie, how he became poor. He got a story to tell, man. And then after you finish talking to him, hey man, listen, I got $20 for you, $25, $50 for you. We'll get you something to eat or whatever you like. Just because he told you that story, but you know one thing, you about to get paid off of what you just not recorded him saying. You about to get 30,000 views off of what this man talking about. So that little 20, 25, $30 that you gave him, that ain't nothing compared to what you about to bring in. Everybody got a story to tell, bro. Everybody in the world, bro. You ain't gotta be no killer just to sit and talk about something, man. And that's what people fail to realize and understand that, like I told us, like I said, I told a story about Baby D, how he was when he was young. And somebody came in my comment, oh, you only get glorified and you the stepper. No, you don't just get glorified because you the stepper. What you did good in the hood. I just told you a basic story. I didn't tell you about what he actually really did. Why? Because I got respect for people, family, bro. When I come on these platform, on my platform, and tell these stories, bro, I had respect for these people, family. Even though I know if a nigga got down bad and a nigga dogged him out, to where a nigga had to close casket, I don't speak about that. I tell the basic stuff about him, like dude was doing this, he was like this here, and he was a good dude, and I don't get off in that. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you then you just don't know. That's just the respect for the family member that I have. You know what I'm saying?
I personally like when you tell the stories. Like I seen your video when you spoke on Pimp Daddy, and I
Right.
promise you, a lot of people don't know about Pimp Daddy like that to the point like I ain't like when I was watching your video, I ain't even know he was that young when he
Yeah.
died. Like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking Pimp Daddy was a grown man, like just from seeing pictures of him and hearing about him, I'm thinking, you know what I mean? And I thought that was Wayne's stepdaddy or something like that. Who Wayne? Yeah, man. So
Right, right,
you know what I mean? So I'm thinking Pimp Daddy, an older cat, but just hearing from you talking about him, like you gave me a little bit more base on who he was and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? And people need to hear that, bro, because people be forgetting certain people, like you said, who came up and really like it don't necessarily have to be a step, but just people who came up in the hood in general that were just good people, or people who made their way through the hood that showed love in general that when they was up, had their times. You know what I mean? Because it's more than just the violent stuff that people talk about, bro. I
right.
tell people all the time, man, like New Orleans was fun. Like people would be throwing parties and stuff. You could go to their party, you don't even have to know nobody. Get something to eat, have a good time, chill, like, cause it was really family orientated. But that's what people
Right,
don't really understand, though, man.
right. But we had to make them understand it. Like, partner of mine hit me up. He said, "Hey, I'm about to give you a ultimatum. Like, I need you to change up a little something and just see how people react. Like, tell the good side of New Orleans. Don't just tell, stories about people getting killed, steppers and all that. But I said, I tried that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't work. So I said, I'm going to try it again and see. People don't want to hear the good side of New Orleans, dude. You know what I'm
Um,
saying? They don't want to hear it. They want to hear the bad. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like, they want to hear about when a person got shot or killed or whatever. That's what they want to hear, man. But I tell stories about the good of New Orleans, like Pennyland, and about how we used to play in and all. I tell those stories too, and I try to see the views of when I tell a story about that, and when I tell a story about this, how it gonna go. They don't want to hear that.
nah, I definitely get it. Like I did a topic speaking on Tyreek Nichols, And I notice every time I speak on something that got to do with justice or like something that empower our black people, nobody don't want to mess with it. But
They
I
don't
talk
want to
about
hear that.
something that's dealing with some drama and it'll get skyrocket views. And I'd be like, man, that's crazy, man. I'm talking about NBA Young Boy or something like that, or King Mine or something, and get all the views, man. It's crazy. But man, I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer, man. I really appreciate you tapping in with me again, bro. For real, man.
No, definitely, man. They already know what it is, man.
Nah,
Original doing the boy Johnny Boo. Y'all tap in with that Mr. 5 TV, Mr. 520 TV, man. And tap in with my boy, man. The Gwapo TV, you heard me?
I
Really think
appreciate
out there, you heard me?
it.
Y'all tap in with him, get them interviews in. He real 100 to the bone, Gristle, you hear me? That's how we rock it. Cutthroat status, rest in peace, Soldier Slim, bro. We're going to shout out the whole New Orleans, bro. We don't just represent uptown, downtown. We represent the whole Louisiana, bro. The whole booth, you heard me?
Nah, most definitely, but I ain't gonna lie, third one in the building today though.
Yeah, you
Oh
know that
God.
three in the building, but you know,
I'm
I
just
got
letting
that
them know.
boot. I got that boot tatted on my neck, so you
Oh
know,
man.
I'm always
Just to let you know,
glorified.
man.
Yeah,
It's on me, man. You know,
yeah.
it's on
You
me,
know,
man.
they gonna always glorify where they from, but I don't try to leave out my state. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a state thing with me. Like I don't try to, see like the new side, the old side of the I represent the Magnolia. I represent both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So that
definitely.
what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Cutthroat status, rest in peace, Soldier Slim. Rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers that we lost around the whole globe, bro. Not just New Orleans, every state, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, we want to send a shout out to Take All family. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? More definitely, bro. Cause you never know when it's your last day on earth, bro. So every day we live like it's our last, bro. That's just a message from me to the viewer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely, man. It's crazy to see a person like that that's innocent live his life the right way and still get took out, man. But that's life for you. That's
Yeah.
life for you. On God.
I
But
ain't happy, bro. We ain't got no control of it. I could be here with you today and tomorrow you like, damn, I just did an interview with him. That's just how life go. You know what I'm saying? It's
nah,
just how it
definitely.
go. You got to just accept that for what it is. Like when you first jumped off the post and you was in the game selling drugs and game banging and shooting and stuff, you automatically know, you know what I'm saying? If I keep going down that road, then this the road that don't take me out. So you got to understand that and you got to accept that for what it is. Don't be mad at the game. You know what I'm saying? The
Nah,
game played the fella. So that's just what it is, man. I'm gonna keep it real all the time. I'm gonna drop some germs every time, bro. You know what
nah,
I'm
I
saying?
appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you now, for real, bro.
I'm gonna keep it
Nah,
real.
shout out to original Dooney boy Johnny Boo too. Y'all go check his channel out, Mr. 520 TV. And y'all already know what it is. It's Gwapo TV and Gwapo Vision Worldwide. Y'all tap in. We
Yeah.
out.
All right.
All right, brother.